Come to the dark side, come over to the dark side. Can you feel the dark side? You can't resist the dark side.
That sucks.
So cool thing, man, that I was thinking about today, that the whole thing with ISIS taking Ramadi.
Right.
You hear about this?
Yeah.
So I don't know if I told you, I have a friend that so it's Rand, who's a guitar player in my old band.
Okay.
And his brother David Bellavia, he wrote a book called House to House, and I read it, and it is very brutal, honest look at what it is to go to war, like this. And they had to go to Fallujah they had to go house to house, clearing everything, which took days. Which means you don't go to the bathroom, you know, whatever, you sleep where you can, and you can't. I think they were up for like 30-something hours or something. Might be two. Yeah. So anyway, so they go house to house. Cool thing about it, though, well, not cool, but the weird thing is, I was telling when Steve passed away, and Daryl and Shauna and Stacy are all down here in Federal Way, I started telling him, he's like, yeah, my friend David Bellavia, he wrote this book. And Daryl looks at me, he's like, David Bellavia, like House to House? And I'm like, yeah, he's a friend of mine. And he wrote, and he's like, dude, I read that book at least once a year, and I make every single person that I train read that book. There's no other book that's more true to what it is to go to war than that book. So cool. I am immediately fucking Daryl's best friend, right? Oh, you know David. So fast forward, I tell David, it's like, listen, blah blah blah. I tell about Daryl. Very, very cool. Daryl gets he's gonna go back to Iraq that last time he went,
right?
And so I texted David, and David called him at the party that we had for him. And so he calls my phone, and I go, hey, Daryl, here, this call's for you. I give him the call, and he goes in the backyard. Dude, he's pacing back and forth. He's laughing and all this shit. He comes back an hour later. He's like, he gives me a big hug. He's like, you have no idea how freaking cool that was. So then Daryl tells me, I don't know if you ever heard, and when we get him on the podcast, I want him to tell the story. There's this, they go over some bridge, I think, and a young kid gets freaked out, so he hides like behind the bridge while everybody keeps running, right? And so everybody goes into safety. They look back, there's this guy still back there while he's getting shot at, and the kid is like totally freaked out, doesn't want to move. Daryl runs across the way while he's getting shot at and grabs the kid. He's like, okay, dude, we gotta get the fuck out of here. You're gonna get killed if you stay here. Come on. Grabs him, drags them, freaking shots going over their heads, gets them back to safety, saves the guy, right?
Right.
He's talking to David Bellavia. David Bellavia was across the fucking bridge watching him do it. And he starts telling him the story, and David is like, that was you? And he's like, dude, I stood there watching you thinking, that guy's fucking crazy. And that's fucking Daryl, dude.
Oh, that's Daryl. He is crazy.
Dude, I know. And then, so, while David Bellavia was in Fallujah doing the house-to-house thing, all the insurgents were I think it's south of Fallujah, they were all going south to Ramadi. And that's where Daryl was stationed. So, right at the same time, those two operations were going on at the same time. So, these two people that I know, one from New York, one from fucking Montana, I'm from Washington / Buffalo / Montana, and somehow these fucking people got to. It's just so freaking cool. Just two of the coolest people I know, and there's that connection, dude. It was freaking. So Ramadi is on the news today. So I posted this thing on Facebook. Said, "What the fuck, man? Didn't Daryl clean that shit up like 5 minutes ago?" So anyway. That was cool. I'm telling you, man, I can't wait. I can't wait to get Daryl on the podcast.
Oh, hell yeah, dude. That's going to be hilarious.
Oh, my God, dude. He's so cool.
Gotta be 3-4 beers in, though.
Oh, yeah. Maybe
At least 3 or 4.
and a couple of shots of whiskey, and then we're good.
Oh well, that's a given. Jesus Christ.
Dude, it's
Expect.
yeah, it'll be cool. It'll be cool. So
You just went dark.
Yeah, I don't know what happened. I can see it here too. It looks better. I can open I have like a shade on my window, but then it makes it too.
Well,
bright.
now you're clean. Now it's bright like it was, but all of a sudden it went super dark on me, and I could barely make you out. Like you turned the lights off.
It's telling me there's an internet problem. Man,
It's the time of day. It's 5:30, dude. 5:40. You know it's gonna be ass packed with people. Fucking just getting home, jumping on the internet. Kids fucking around on the internet.
I know. Probably both my kids are streaming something. I have there it goes again.
Yep.
I don't know if you've watched this, but I got Gracie into Arrested Development, which is probably one of the smartest, funniest goddamn sitcoms I've ever watched. And
She's watched. I think you got her into it like she's in the fucking show.
No, yeah, she's
I was like,
Joe's
what?
new love interest. No,
Hey.
I got her to start watching it. She loves it, dude. It is so, and I would be.
That show's hilarious.
Oh my
Fucking
God.
well written. It's a great fucking show.
It is so freaking smart. I love that it has no laugh track. It's like you laugh, if you get it, you laugh, and it makes it even funnier for whatever reason.
Yeah.
It's like it's so good, and the ongoing jokes, like there's blue paint on the walls from the second Tobias goes into the Blue Man group or whatever, and
right.
I keep seeing it. So it's like, oh yeah, that's right, fucking Blue Man. It's awesome. So anyway, she's really into it.
That's a good show. Bateman's hilarious.
It's freaking awesome, and they're doing another one. So
Oh yeah, Netflix picked up another season.
Yep, season 5.
Oh. Yeah, and then they just announced fucking Mad Max Fury Road. The second one is gonna be called The Wasteland.
Did you watch the first one?
I went and saw it yesterday, dude.
I know. I heard
9.6 out of 10.
Really.
Fuck yes.
See, that's it. Okay, that's. I have to take Alisa this week. We said it was like we have to go and watch it as soon as we can because people are going to start talking about it, and I don't want to hear how great it was or whatever, or if it's bad or whatever. But because then I go with too many episodes.
We saw it in 3D. Not that it was necessary. It was the earliest time though, so we went and saw it in 3D. And I paid $15, but I was like, "Fuck it, it's worth it." No, I paid 13. No, I had to pay 12 for Noah, so it cost $25.
I heard that it worked with the 3D, but
to a point.
Yeah.
To a point, I'm not a big fan of 3D, and I don't like it. I like depth of field 3D, like an Avatar, not so much as in coming at your face. Woo, shit, fuck that.
Like Disney World.
So it worked for me. There was only one gratuitous shot that they used that I think they actually put in there for the 3D, and it's at the very end. So I was like, okay, I'm okay with that. That's the only little bitch I got. Fuck it, I'm on it.
Yeah.
My only thing is they really didn't explain where this one took place in the timeline of Mad Max, Road Warrior, Thunderdome, where this one takes place. I mean, so you don't know if it's after Thunderdome or if it's before or just after Road Warrior.
Thunderdome, didn't he have like gray hair and stuff? He's clearly older, wasn't it? Or
yeah.
Am I remembering this wrong?
Yeah,
so it has to be before. Right, it has to be before Thunderdome then, because he's obviously younger. I was listening to that other podcast that I was telling you about, and they were talking about this one of the guys went and rented the first Mad Max, and then he watched the second Mad Max, which is 1,000 times better than the first one.
Get rid of the first 45 minutes of Mad Max and you're fine.
Yeah.
All you need is the ending part. I mean, that's so fucking slow and boring. It's like, seriously, it should have been a 45-minute movie. And then Road Warrior, beautiful.
Badass, yeah, totally.
And I like Thunderdome. In the minority, I like Thunderdome.
Yeah, a lot of people were complaining about it. I don't remember hating it or anything. I thought it was fine.
Get rid of the Tina Turner shit and you're fine.
Yeah, exactly.
You could put anyone else in there but her and it'd be okay. I mean, fucking Master Blaster's awesome.
Yeah.
Bartertown's a great idea.
Man, it was so great. Such a great movie. But the whole, without Mad Max, there's no Waterworld. Like, that's the smokers and all that. It's great. for whatever reason, I don't know what it is, and I liked it in books and in comic books or whatever. Anything that's about a dystopian future or anything like that. Oh,
Fucked up
God.
society.
Hell yeah, dude.
Well, I mean, it's just like Blade Runner. Blade Runner's the same idea.
Exactly. It's
all fucked up.
You got to
They're
see.
coming out with Blade Runner 2.
Yeah, I heard that, and it's like continuation, right? It's
Yeah,
remaking
it's
it.
25 years after the first movie, and they're looking for Deckard, who's being played by Harrison Ford.
Nice.
So it's kind of a new Blade Runner. It's a new kid playing the main character, and he's looking for the original Blade Runner, which is Harrison Ford, and they find him at the end of the movie, in the third act.
Nice.
I'm like, I'm okay with it. It's Ridley Scott's writing and directing it, so why wouldn't you be okay with that?
It'll at least be enjoyable to watch, if anything. Yeah.
Shit, yeah. I'm all about that shit, dude.
Yeah. God, there's some good stuff, man. I've actually considered, I don't know if you know about Movie Pass. You pay, I think it's $30 a month, and you have this pass, and you can go to the movies and watch a movie just with your pass. Just show your pass
Right.
every day. And they actually last week, it was very clever. They said, we'll give you a 2-week trial to Movie Pass just in time so you can see Mad Max for free. And I'm like, they almost had me. I'm like, oh, man. But I'm so dumb. And they'll do one of these things where they just charge you automatically for it, and I'll forget to cancel it. My wife will come back 6 months later. What the fuck are we paying all this shit for?
You're getting your ass beat.
Yeah. And there's not that many good movies out there that, you know what I mean?
Not yet.
Yeah. So it's coming, and at some point it might be worth doing. But right now, there's dog shit out there, man.
Even if it's $30 a month, that's 3 movies.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. You could watch $1 movie in theory, you know, just watch a movie every day. Just go see it. Go see Avengers freaking 15 times.
I mean, I don't see a problem. I mean, I'd do it if I knew a fucking theater that was actually, you know, falling in line and doing that program. I'd get the $30 pass and do it. I mean, fuck yeah.
Yeah. So I was thinking of making a Movie Pass podcast. So you have the pass, people, and the cool thing is because you make it is basically a business, and we can actually claim the money that we pay for the Movie Pass because it'll be for our job to do a podcast. So in theory we'll get some of that money back. But and because you're forced to watch something, you know, that you probably wouldn't, like fucking 50 Shades of Grey.
Too.
Yeah. Oh God, help me.
Fuck me.
My girls, Alana went to see it. She's like, "Oh, it was great." I'm like, "Yeah, I'm sure."
Of course, they thought it was fucking great.
I'm sure it was.
Fuck.
They keep just like, "No, it was a good movie." I'm like, "Oh yeah, I'm sure it was." Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Ask any guy, he's like,
Mm-hmm.
Fucking, I had to sit through that shit.
But imagine if you have to watch it because you're spending all that money. So now you have a movie review of somebody that had to watch this movie and make it maybe like Movie Pass podcast. I thought it would be kind of interesting.
I think it'd be cool if we get this call-in thing going, and you get like, I don't know how many people we can have on a call-in, like 3 or 4, and all of us go see the same movie, then all of us come back and discuss it.
Yeah.
4 of us sitting here saying
that could be problematic to have. I'm already having 3 people. We'll have to figure out a way to figure out who's talking, and have to be like really good about not talking over each other and let somebody finish their thought and whatnot. Once you get going talking about something, it's hard to do. You just want to, chime in. So
and it's also the thing is you get used to, if you get the same people doing it over and over and over, you start picking up their speech patterns and how they, when they stop, and if they're going to say something else, maybe not, but you can kind of time it just right once you get to know the people a little better too.
Yeah, and that's the thing. We have to get these people that we're thinking about bringing in, and we'll get how do you call that, familiar with the way they do things and whatnot, and it'll be cool because I'd love to have Tommy because he's got a bunch of stuff that him and I are like doing research and social networking and stuff and how to do it right. There's a way, and dude, it is pretty fascinating, which I want to do with this podcast. Which, by the way, we're gonna have to change the name.
What?
Well, there's no
Make it more family friendly.
No, well, it's not even that because we can cuss or whatever we want, but it's good look for something that has shit in the title. It just doesn't. It just doesn't. There's not out there. There's no. I mean, I guess there's an argument to say that the fact that there isn't a podcast that has the word shit in it that is popular. I mean, WTF has the fuck in it, but it's WTF. So if we were to call it something else,
GTFO.
Yeah, with Rico and Chad. Yeah.
Huh? GTFO with Rico and Chad. Get the fuck out.
All right. GTFO. I like it.
GTFO or Sharpie and the Pooper.
Yeah, it's pretty amazing the stuff that you can do that we just basically scratch the surface, But
you know what I'm thinking of right now? We need to come up with something. We need to fucking develop this somehow or fucking patent this shit. But on the computer monitor that we have right here, like your laptop you're looking at,
right?
See the camera you're looking into?
Right.
Drop that down about 3 inches to the screen.
Yeah.
So you're looking right at the person you're talking to and the camera's picking you up from behind.
Oh my God. I've thought of that a million times. I'm like, why? And it's so weird because
why don't they?
You're always trying to look at the person you're talking to, but then you look like an asshole because you're like, hey, what are you doing?
Right. It's like I'm not paying attention.
Right.
Because I got my picture up as close to the camera as I can get it, so it's not that big. There's camera. There's me looking at you. There's camera. There's me looking at you. There's camera. Me looking at you. See, it's not that much, but it picks it up. Yeah. Now, if we were to find a way to take that camera, drop it down 3 inches, and so you're looking right at the camera, and you basically set the page right over the top of it. You're looking right at them, talking back and forth, and it's a normal conversation. We need to figure out a way how to develop that, dude. Right. Patent that shit.
Writing that shit down right now. Writing that shit down right under circumcision.
And fucking retire.
Right?
Come on, nigga.
No, dude.
And that's nigga with a soft dick.
We'll be doing our podcast from freaking Mexico Beach somewhere. Wonder how the internet is over
You're my
there.
fucking interpreter at that point.
Yeah. Hey. It works,
man.
And
what's up? What's up? You throwing the flag in the background there like that?
Right there. Oh, shit.
Yeah. Fuck.
That's right, man. Yeah, dude.
What?
Going there next year, hopefully. We were gonna go in June, and take the girls. Oh, so badass, dude. I miss it. I wouldn't live there again, but I miss going there.
Great
the
place
beaches.
to visit.
Yeah, it's a lot of violence and stuff, and they have. This is the recent. We actually went in 2005 with the hopes that we would find a house there, in like the house that we have in Montana. That we have, just a place that we can go hang out, and it'll be our place, and we can do like a yearly. That's like most Ricans. That's what they do. They'll go every year and visit Puerto Rico and get their fill of the good food and whatnot. So we figured, let's go check it out and see what that's like. And this is what the thing that pisses me off about Puerto Rico probably the most. We get to San Juan, and I live on the other. My family lives on the other side of the island, so it's about 2-hour drive to get to my sister's house. So on our way to my sister's house, we go up this side street, and now we're like maybe 5 miles from my sister's house. There's a freaking geyser shooting up from the fucking road, right? There's a broken water line, right? It's 10 feet up in the air easily. And we're like, we just drive by and look at it. That's fucked up. That's fucked up. We were there 6 weeks. The day we were leaving for back to Washington, we drove the same route, and the goddamn geyser was still there. Now
still going.
6 weeks later. Oh yeah, and then they have this little thing where power just goes, and you're like doing whatever, and it's hot as shit, dude. You got the fucking air conditioning going and all that. Gone, stops. You're almost dead immediately. And so, like what happens here, you call PUD or whatever, hey, what the hell's going on? Where's my light? And like, hey, no, there's 2 idiots driving there right now to go fix it. In Puerto Rico, it's like you go ask somebody or call somebody. They're like, I don't know. They're like, so when's it coming back? I don't know.
Figure it out.
It'll come back when it comes back, man. You want a beer?
Later.
Yeah,
We'll be on later.
Yeah, but it's I think it's like an island thing that, and I was raised that way too. That it's okay. Everything's gonna work out. It doesn't matter. Don't get too stressed about it. Don't worry about it. Just chill. And a lot of people behave that way, and some people don't see like that's somebody else's job. That's not my job. I'm doing what I want to do. If some asshole doesn't want to do his job over there, I don't care. And that attitude just fucking rubs me the wrong way. And I used to be that way, but for whatever reason, I've learned and grown and realized that that's really bad because it's a really, really beautiful island, dude. It is, and the freaking food, man, it's so unbelievable. It's worth the heartache of, losing power or whatever. And it kind of sucks. And a lot, like I said, a lot of violence. People get killed over there. It's like, oh yeah, that guy, some rich guy, probably flaunted the fact that he was rich at the wrong person. Yep, they freaking some night people broke into his house. Oh yeah, they cut him into little pieces, took everything, and yeah, and you're like, oh, okay, my flight is in like.
Can I get that flight now?
Yeah, get the fuck out of here.
I'm swimming. Fuck this. I can backfoot halfway.
Dude, there's multi-million-dollar homes where my sister lives, dude, and it's fucking unbelievable. And they have the mountains in the back, and you can see the sea. It's a Caribbean Sea from my sister's house. And there's all this row of houses behind the mountains, and they're all, dude, just uber rich people. And they're all back there, and then you drive 5-10 minutes, and then you see some shack or...
Welcome to the squalor.
Shitty house, and then a beautiful house right next to that one. And then some other shitty house with 5 cars in their front yard and guy scratching his ass on the porch. And then it's like that, so freaking lopsided. And the guy that has a nice house, he doesn't give a shit about the guy that, you know what I mean? It's like, whatever. I'm not, what the fuck am I going to do? You know? And it's just, that mentality just fucking pisses me off. So when you drive around, the median has,
yeah, super pixelated on me.
Yeah, I got a call coming. Yeah, you'll see, like the median of the road has grass that is, 6-7 feet tall, and you're like, so why the fuck isn't somebody cutting them? They're like, I don't know.
Not my job.
Yeah, exactly. Somebody's not doing their job. I'm doing my job. I'm like, well, fucking talk to somebody. Get this shit done.
Someone else's job. It's not my job to worry about someone doing their job. That's another person's job to worry about someone else doing the job.
Exactly. Yeah, it's weird. All right, I gotta let you go, dude. I gotta call my.
All right, man.